A good news story, which we really need this week. I'm joined now by Sally Burgess and Craig Maher from Yarra Trams. They have been selected, how awesome is this, to represent Australia at the World Tram Driver Championships in Vienna on September the 13th. They join me now. Good afternoon.
Hello, Tony.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Sally, I'll go to you first. How do you get selected?
We got selected through Yarra Trams. Basically looked at our safety record and our performances and whether or not we'd fit in and handle the pressure, basically. And we had to answer 3 questions about why we wanted to represent Australia at the championships and what we could bring to them. And that's what they went on, basically.
I'm noticing an English accent there. Is there any residual affection for the United Kingdom that could see you not drive to your fullest potential?
Absolutely not. We're not up against England.
Great.
I am. I've been in Australia for 12 years now.
Right, okay.
Melbourne is my home.
These things are
absolutely
important.
I know.
Representing Australia. Craig, you're going to tell us about what these events are. How does it work? What do you have to do to be successful?
Yeah, well, there's a range of challenges that involve us driving our tram and being scored against the other nations, the other 25 countries. So some of the challenges involved, or everybody's favourite, is the 10-pin bowling, where there's a huge ball stationary on the track in front of us. Set behind that is 12 pins or 10 pins. And we then proceed to go at a decent speed, accelerate, brake suddenly, hit the ball, and then knock the pins over.
That's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. And it's a bit of a contrast to what we do here in Melbourne because we are very safety conscious. It's in a controlled environment there in Vienna as well. So that's our favourite challenge. There's other challenges involving smooth driving where there's a bucket of water attached to the front of the tram. And then we're required to stop and start 3 times. And we score points based on how much water is left.
Can I ask you, Sally, how do you train for this?
We've been training for a few days now. It's going really, really well. So our coach, Sharon Marshall, has managed to... She gets us a tram and we go out on the track at the depot and we practice the precision door stopping and the emergency stopping. And we just keep doing it until we get it right, basically.
Okay, I need to ask both of you. How are you, Craig? How do you get tapped on the shoulder to represent your country in this professional championship, which I imagine is highly competitive? Why you guys?
Well, to me personally, driving a tram, it's like a hobby. I absolutely love it. Our safety record and our enthusiasm for this type of event is probably something that stood out, I think. So,
okay, so you get over there. Do you have to acclimatise yourself to an Austrian tram? Is there anything different about, Sally, about their trams as compared to ours?
Yeah, we're going to be driving their Flexi trams, which are quite similar to the long E-class trams that you see over here.
Yeah.
We'll have a few hours the day before the competition to acclimatise to their trams and get used to the controls and do a bit of training at their depot and get some measurements in and test our speed and all of that stuff. So we get a little bit of time to practice with their trams, but it shouldn't be too different from what we're used to here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Craig, who are you worried about? Whose head do you need to climb inside of? Because the mental battles are obviously 50% of this. Is it could be the Dutch, it could be the South Americans. Yeah. Who do you need to put off their game?
First of all, we're not on relay to Europe, are we? I don't want them hearing this.
No, I want them hearing this. So I need you to be psyching them out now.
There's 3 that I've got my eye on.
Yeah.
One is the home team, Vienna. They've got a really unfair advantage, being the home city. They know the tracks, they know the rolling stock. And then last year in the European Championships, there was 2 teams that were a mile ahead of everyone else, and that is Brussels and Budapest. So Budapest won by 50 points, and they were about almost 800 points ahead of third. So they're the 3, Vienna, Budapest and Brussels. They'll make up the other 3 positions behind us.
Okay, Sally, have you thought ahead of maybe tampering with the urine sample? You know, these things need to be going through your mind.
Well, you know what? We're all staying at the same hotel.
Good.
It has occurred to me to do something with the coffee, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that, no.
Okay, well, maybe not good. How do you, 12 years ago, you come from England to drive trams. Was that the plan? And where in England can you drive a tram?
I didn't come from England 12 years ago. I came from New Zealand. I lived in New Zealand before that.
Yeah. So do they have trams in New Zealand?
They have got one little tram, I think, in Christchurch, but they didn't qualify. Craig and I are the only two that are representing the whole of Oceania, basically.
Gotcha. Okay.
We've got the whole of Oceania behind us.
All right. Yeah. Craig, could you tell us, because I know there's a very extensive tram network in Vienna. How does it compare to ours? Are we kind of right up there in terms of the length and breadth of our tram network?
Yeah, we're the largest tram network in the world.
Wow.
Yep, we are the capital city of trams here in Melbourne. However, that won't last for long because Vienna have got a big build happening, not too dissimilar to here in Victoria, but they're increasing their tram network. So they're currently 6 in size at the moment, but within 10 years they will overtake Melbourne.
Okay, how do you rate your chances, Sally?
I think we're going to do very well. I mean, based on the practice sessions that we've had so far, Tony, I think we're doing really well. We're nailing some of these challenges very, very, very well.
Good.
I can definitely see us getting a podium spot. But we're aiming to be the top dog there. Okay, I
seriously would love that. There's a whole range of activities associated with it. The Austrians are going to a hell of a lot of effort with this. There's all sorts of side things going on, and so how long will you be over there, Craig? What's the commitment?
Yeah, I'm there for 10 days in total. So I'm taking off Friday next week, the 5th of September. So that I'll use that to get over the jet lag, do a little bit of sightseeing, and be fully fresh and prepared for day one on the 13th of September, competition day.
Well, I really hope we welcome back both of you as winners, and I really wish you do well. I'd love to see us medal in this because it's a great thing. Sally Burgess and Craig Maher from Yarra Trams, Australia's representatives at the World Tram Driver Championships. And if you do get gold, what do you get, a month off, or what will Yarra Trams do for you?
I think we can negotiate that when we get back.
Yeah, we're certainly in a good position to bargain. There's no doubt about
That's good. I would love to be on a tram and then you guys announce you are currently being driven by the World Championship driver.
We'd love that too.
All right. Okay. Well,
consider that done.
Good on you. Delight to meet both of you and good luck.
You too.
Yeah, pleasure, Tony. Thank you.
Cheers, Tony.
133693. 133693. Have you competed in a work competition? A professional competition? 133693. And where in the world, overseas, have you been on a tram? And we'll get back to your calls in a moment. It is 12 minutes to 2.